Welcome, Queen. There's a moment in conversations that tend to go unnoticed. It's the moment where you know exactly what to say and then you decide to not say it. I'm going to share with you exactly what happens in that moment and how to stop holding back your voice without being confrontational or seeming as though you are too much. So, as high capacity women, what happens in that moment is internally, there is this internal dialogue where we are going back and forth with ourselves. We may be trying to rationalize it, we may be trying to make sure it comes out soft. And by the time we go through all of the different thoughts that we have running through our mind, there are times where someone else may say something similar or the moment actually passes. So, what happens is we get locked into the state of analysis paralysis, is what I call it. Meaning we just get stuck in thinking mode. And the thing about it is, you didn't lack clarity. In that moment, you edited yourself. And you didn't mean to, not consciously anyway. So, why does this happen? It's not because you're unsure or that you want to be silent in the room or in the conversation. It's because you don't want to seem confrontational. You don't want to disrupt the flow or the harmony. You don't want to seem like you're emotionally charged. And you definitely do not want to be misunderstood. And all of those things may be happening at the same time. And sometimes there is one of those things that is taking the lead and it is keeping you trapped and stuck in your thoughts and keeping your thoughts as thoughts instead of them being able to be contributing factors in the conversation that moves the conversation forward. And so, in that moment, you may be thinking that this is strategic. And while it can feel strategic, if you continually do this in your conversations, whether they are personal conversations or professional conversations, what you are subconsciously teaching others is to expect less of you, that you really don't have much to say or to contribute to the conversations that people have with you and that they share with you, and sometimes even invite you into. When you repeatedly stay silent, even though you know that you have something worth contributing, you know exactly what to say, you are training your body to override what you know. And when you train your body, your instincts to override what you know, then it sends the signal to your nervous system to not contribute, to not be a contributor to the conversation. And that means you are training yourself to show up to spaces and places as optional. And that means your perspective becomes optional. And so that's why I say it's not just and so again, it's identity erosion because it's not just a missed moment. Lord have mercy. Now we got to train. And so that's why I share that it's identity erosion. Lord, with this train. It don't make no sense how they blow that train on. And that's why it's bigger than missed moments. That's why it becomes identity erosion. Because over time, you actually start believing that you don't have much to add, but you actually do. So, what do you do? How do you change this? How do you shift this? You have to get comfortable being uncomfortable. I know. But if you don't take the step, then your thoughts won't actually be contributors to the conversation. So when you have the thought, don't overthink it. Instead, go ahead and share it. Share it maybe a minute earlier than you feel comfortable saying it. Why? Because you want to train yourself, or your body rather, to trust that you actually know what it is you're talking about, that what you have to share is relevant, it is important to the conversation. And that means you have to say it even if it feels uncomfortable. And if you need a lead, just say, here's how I see it. Or my thoughts on this is, or I have a different angle. Let me share it with you. Those are just a couple of ways to lead into the conversation so that you can insert your thoughts into the conversation. Because again, you don't have to speak up in an aggressive or confrontational way. You can enter the conversation in a polite and meaningful way. Because I want you to remember, you don't build confidence by feeling ready. You build confidence by honoring your thought, or your thoughts rather, when they come. As always, I'm Coach Sam, telling you that 24 hours doesn't seem long, but in 24 hours you can change your life. So go ahead and do something life changing now. Oh, yes. And happy Valentine's Day. Because if you're watching this today as I recorded it, it is actually Valentine's Day. So, best wishes to you and yours on this Valentine's Day. I'll catch you in the next one.